We've learned a North Carolina man will go to prison for sending death threats to a Charlotte Jewish organization last fall. Jeffrey Hobgood was sentenced to 18 months in prison today, but he was not charged with a hate crime. All new tonight at 11, WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kaufman investigates possible reasons why.
Here at the Jewish Federation of Greater Charlotte, court documents say the group received disturbing emails last October containing death threats. The man responsible will serve time, but not for a hate crime. Court documents show Jeffrey Scott Hobgood admits he targeted the group for its religion, which falls under the category of a hate crime.
The prosecution was able to get the defendant to admit that, something they may or may not have been able to prove, or that they thought maybe we're going to have difficulty proving that.
Despite this, no hate crime statute is listed. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of North Carolina says it can't share why. Legal expert Gary Monty, who is not involved in the case, predicts Hobgood's plea deal likely required him to admit to the anti-Semitic death threats in exchange for a lesser sentence.
The government allowed the defendant to plead guilty to a crime that's one step down or several steps down, let's say, from the hate crime.
The FBI agent leading the investigation, Robert DeWitt, says in a statement the FBI worked tirelessly to ensure Hobgood could not offer excuses for his hate-filled messages and would instead serve time in federal prison. Monty says it's common for cases to end in a plea deal instead of going to trial.
If they took every case to trial, we would be backed up with trials for decades. So they have to make deals with criminal defendants.
A spokesperson for the Federation tells me they're extremely grateful for law enforcement and their quick response. Again, Hobgood has been sentenced to 18 months in prison. In Charlotte, Julia Kaufman, WCNC Charlotte.